Hi, this is Matthew Ullman, and got a bit of a science topic today. I was reading Parallel Worlds by Michio Kaku. I believe that's how you say his name. I've never actually heard anybody say it now that I think of it. But was reading on there about how the Big Bang started, and he mentioned the age of the universe. And apparently how they read this is by the speed of light, basically. It takes so long for light to travel such a distance. So the theory is, if you look back, the farther back you look, the further back in time you're going, because you are reaching points where the light hasn't caught up yet. I think that's the theory. I'm probably murdering that theory. Easy way to say it is, well, actually just the way I did, so let's forget about that. But there's one problem I see with that, and it seems like no matter where I look, this is the same problem over and over, is they don't treat the Big Bang like you're supposed to treat a bang or an explosion. They treat everything like, here's Earth. Okay, here's Earth, and here's where the big... God, that's hard to line up. Here's Earth, here's where the Big Bang point is, okay, supposedly between 13.5 and 14 billion years ago. So you need to look about 13.5 to 14 billion light years away, and supposedly at some point you'll see the point of the Big Bang, or that's the theory. Here's the problem with it. They're treating the Big Bang, here's the Big Bang, okay? They're treating it like it goes out. Everybody knows a bang doesn't do that. Anybody knows an explosion goes out all around. So here's where they could be having a problem. It could very well be like 13.75, it ain't going to be that close. It's going to be like 12 digits and a whole shitload of decimal points, so us ever finding the correct age is ludicrously small. Because what they're going to do is they're probably going to hop over it. Now, in their mind, that would mean going back further in time. There shouldn't be anything there. But there is going to be something there, because it travels out. So as the universe was going our way, and of course we can see that, we can measure that, it's also going back. There's a whole separate universe going the exact opposite direction. So you've got, and of course to both sides. I mean, there's universe, and this just goes out. So unless you hit the exact moment, you'll never find it. Because you'll just keep seeing this cloud, and you'll think it keeps on going, and it keeps on going. And the only way we'll probably ever figure out that we overshot it, let's say, okay, they said 13.5 to 14. Like I said, let's assume that it's 13.75. And 50 and 40, once you get beyond this barrier, then you go out and you actually see the universe, or how we see it with the naked eye. There's no Big Bang cloud there, or whatever the hell it is. Okay, so they get to 13.5. Well, hey, okay, we're starting to see the beginnings of it. Okay? And okay, we'll have it 13 point some really stupid number. It won't be 7.5, because they could actually hit that. But okay, next number. Okay, we're at 14 million. Haven't found it yet, but we've got to be getting close. And then they look back 14.25 billion. And instead of seeing more of the Big Bang cloud, now they're starting to see something that they saw on the other end. The universe is forming, and things starting to thin out a bit, which isn't what any of them will probably be expecting. And the reason why, like I said, is because they're thinking, okay, we'll just go back, and at some point time has to stop. Well, yeah, if you're just going one way. Think of it as a dead end. People are assuming that time is starting from a dead end and going out. So all they have to do is stand at the end of the street and look back far enough and they'll see the dead end. Which would work, honestly, if the universe worked like that, or if an explosion worked like that, but we know it doesn't. What happened was, whatever that bang was, knocked out the wall of the dead end. So now where we're looking back, seeing where we're assuming there will be a dead end, there isn't now, because the explosion took it out. You'll have one point where you will see that dead end. But if you go either way, around it, and you don't see it, or you don't think you're getting close, you'll hop over it. And it'll just keep on going. And where this sucks is because you won't know where it is. I mean, like I said, let's say 14.25 billion, they start seeing the universal cloud dissipating and whatever, and all that fancy term stuff. Then they're going to have to go, well, wait a minute. Okay, we hopped over it, so here we got this barrier in here, which in some ways will help greatly because then they'll know the window. They'll have that 13.5 and they'll have that 14. So then they can limit it to whatever is in there. It's not exactly going to be 13.75 either. It'd be nice, but it won't be. So, nothing works that simply. Come on, we all know this. Murphy's Law, I'm sure it applies to cosmetology as well. But that's just my thoughts on that. I was reading that and I'm like, this would work if an explosion just blew out and not, just out forward and not out around, but it blows out around. So there's no way that this should conceivably work. We should just be stuck in a loop. We'll just keep looking further and further back. And we would have passed the true age ages ago. Because we're taking it for granted. So that's my thoughts on it. I don't know what all of you all think about this, or if you think very much on it, but let me know. Put a comment in here, send a reply to me, do whatever, and I may have another. I've had a couple of thoughts on this, so I'll probably put up another one either today or tomorrow. But thanks for listening, and tune in later.